Hello. Good morning. Um, okay, let's start with this video with a little public safety announcement. See a log camera 0. Okay, I traded this skin away about 6 days ago, and I realized that this has gone up. This is MP9 Setting Sun from the cash collection, and yeah, just be careful with the skins market right now because the prices can go up very much in a short period of time. This was 20 or like 18 euros when I traded it away for like with another skin with this one. So I was gonna get an AK point disarray. I was gonna trade this away with that rhymed with this, and that was combined 30 something bucks that the AK is. And yeah, like on YouTube Shorts, just an accident by replying to someone's comment this morning. I saw a short. I saw a short of someone like showing like how the prices of these skins have skyrocketed, and I checked the market, and it was around 55 to 60 bucks. So it had actually doubled, and before I traded this, I was like, oh, it's risen up in price. So I got this for like $5 some time ago, some months ago. But yeah, just be careful about around the skins market right now. Be careful what you trade away, and the trade reversing thing is super easy. But your Steam account will be locked from trading for 30 days. So be mindful of that. And also another public safety announcement is regarding bananas and coffee. Don't take bananas and coffee within like 1 hour from each other. You will get diarrhea. Just saying from experience. I have some bananas on the counter, and I'm not willing to eat them for the next hour or so while I'm working on this. But after I've had my coffee, then everything is it's free game. Okay, let's start with let's actually start with working on the map. I'll turn my volume a little bit down here on myself. I can hear myself through the microphone. What is the next thing? This I gotta fix. There's like a little gap behind here. I thought I added a little like black brush behind there, but I have to be in. No, it's here. Why doesn't it show up? Maybe it's because these are not connected somehow. I don't know. Weird. Maybe it was hidden from the compiler or something. Yeah, I couldn't make a video yesterday. I was too sore. I was being tattooed for 8.5 hours, so it was kind of a pain. But yeah, right now I can't really bend my hand. It's a little bit too sore still. The map. Let's talk about the map a little bit. I'm thinking of a couple of changes to B-side. So this distance, I can hear myself very loudly. This distance between this lower part and this heaven part, or like upper bombsite part, I kind of feel like making it a little bit more drastic, and then in that way, I could also have a little bit more gameplay space in like this lower area. I could extend it a little bit more so that it would be kind of safe hole in this like pit area here underneath the bomb site. I think that could be kind of fun to play around with. I'm not really sure how I would go about actually making it, because like I like the stairs here or the slope, but the bomb site might as well be on this level, you know? The change would just mean that this would be like this much higher. I don't know if that's a good thing. The door being there and the door being like over there. Although, then again, like heaven doesn't need to be this high up either, because this would be lower. No, no, it wouldn't be lower. This would be just higher. Yeah, I gotta think about what will I do about that. Or maybe I could just raise this like lower this part so that this slope wouldn't be as big of a slope. Yeah. I have some options. I have some options that I could mess about with. Then T-spawn has to be a little bit more this way. And I'm thinking like one of the first things that I like thought for this map there would be like a pathway in between like this cliff face sort of thing, like going around here straight to here, so that you could go around. If middle is completely taken, you can just like take the long way and then like pop out of here, and then you can go into this. Oh, also this has to be, I have to figure out like what that room is gonna be. I don't want it to be like this massive gaping opening. What else? And some sort of a little sewer bit, like a ditch next to the T-spawn or something. I think that would be kind of fitting for the map. Yeah, let's get to work. Okay, let's get to work. I'll show you how to mess about with these like making the models into, convert them into meshes, and then you can edit them. This is probably one of my favorite things about Source 2. You know, if you want that, like you need a snowy cliff prop. Now you can just take one of the models and edit them, and then like of course make them into a non-vis contributor, so they're pretty much just a superficial detail, right? They don't tax your computing power that much, or the map building. This area here, let's start with this. Let's make it flush. This doesn't need to be this wide. I guess that would be fine. Let's make this a little bit more. Actually, is that the slope? That's the end of the slope. I gotta shift my microphone a little bit here. I don't necessarily want to make this into a warehouse. I was thinking like, should there be a part of an office that you can go through? Like, could this be it? Just like just this like straight line. You go through the main room of an office, or like a office lobby. Then there would be like stairs to the higher office parts. But that would be just like for visuals, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Whoa, fell out of the map. I removed the big like lettering from there. I think it was kind of funny for the first version. But yeah, this is version 2. Oh, I gotta fix this. This is one thing. One thing I gotta fix. So let's take all the vertices and then shift them once. Actually, we gotta move them back by 8 units, I think. Yeah, it's pretty clean. One thing about long here I want to do. Someone in some of the one of the videos suggested that I could like make like a little mound going up. Let's see, that's 48 units going up to the tracks. So like you sometimes see on railway tracks, you see like this sort of thing, and then the train track is like on top of it, but it doesn't really fit within the within this map. So instead of doing it that way, I'm gonna be doing it the complete opposite way. I'm gonna be actually putting it downward, and then the track is gonna be like sitting here, and then I can clip it, so it's gonna be nice. So it doesn't like shut out weirdly. See? Let's put this to the side so I can see the actual thing. Okay, that ditch is way too much. The dip. I guess like so. Is this collision? Okay, so these props don't actually have any collisions to them, apparently. How much is that? That's 3.5. Oh, I forgot to put the keyvis on. Sorry. My bad. Too much to fiddle with here. Yes. It's a little bit too short from the sides. How about that? Okay, that's perfect. No, it's not. How is it not? I could make it a little bit like softer so that it doesn't look so like so artificial, I'd say. Actually do that, yeah. Let's make it a little bit neater. Yeah, nice little shape. Then I could actually make it. Fuck, what happened? It's a nice little slope there. Yeah, this is just pointless, I guess, but you know, fun for me. Right? Actually, let's use the mirror tool here. Here, this is the mirror tool. Didn't line up perfectly, but doesn't matter. Just shift it. There we go. Why does it look so weird? Why indeed does it look so weird? I don't know. Maybe it's because of the slant or something. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. And then on this side, also like this will help me putting this train a little bit lower. Looks nicer. Also, I don't have to have like this like massive pile of snow underneath. Makes more sense. Is this in the middle? Yes, it is. Yeah, don't it look nice? Looks so nice. And then the side here, I can just fill it in with snow. Look cool. There you go. Let's turn these into non-avis contributor, right? And then here the same thing. I actually want to move this cut here. No, I actually want to make another cut here. Yeah. Let's do it manually because it's fun. And then Alt N. We missed one. Alt N that bitch. We gotta move this a little bit back. There you go. Nice. And then we... Oh. Do I even need this anymore? Let's see. The question is, do I even need that anymore? You can see... Yeah, you can see underneath. Let's see how this is so much nicer now. Like you can make the train like actually rest in the pit a little bit more. Actually, I could make this a little bit deeper too. Let's see how that looks. I don't want to necessarily make the change, but that looks fucking ridiculous. Yeah, that looks kind of silly. It's not the worst thing ever, but it does look kind of funny. I love dramatic shapes, but this looks honestly already like very good. Shift these a little bit up so they're not in the ground. Hide those. This is perfectly fine. Actually, it's not, no. Let's clip the whole thing so no one can throw a bomb underneath. They're bombs. And this is actually funny that this mesh still exists, because it was like, from the first version, it was just meant to like block this sideline underneath. And it was meant to be like kind of a thing where you can like walk on it and get a better angle. That's doesn't necessarily, it's not needed anymore. Right, rightio, cool. Okay, A long is now fixed forever. But there's one thing that we have to do. We gotta clip these. So that was the whole point of actually making this change, so that we can have a smooth experience walking over the whole thing. Okay. Oh, this needs to be like so. The nice thing with CS2's clipping is that you don't have to select the material anymore. It will automatically detect the closest closed material, so it's automatic. Very nice. Seems I haven't clipped the cliff area here at all, so let's do that. Is it here? I love doing this when you have to clip stuff. It's kind of like playing a game within the editor. It's kind of like going around. Oh, I extended this to be over. Well, I guess that can exist. Yeah, why not? Ain't this fun? Then let's separate the whole thing from here. And let's make, what did I press? Select the whole thing from here, right? And then push it down up until there. And then I want to make, there are no gaps here. Okay, that's perfect. And then I want to, from here on here, make another cut. Actually, I could just, doesn't have to be one mesh. Let's extend it all over. Nice. Yeah, that's clipped. Cool. I want to keep this as dark as it is. I think that's kind of cool. Okay. What else? Round draw. Let's go check out middle. Oh, okay. One of the biggest things I want to make to A. Let's actually start working on it now. I thought I would want to like make A just a teeny tiny bit larger. Just the actual like playable bomb site area. Let's see. Doesn't have to be that much, but just like 40 units, I'd say. I guess like that much already is a load. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can I count? 8. Let's take these, yeah. 1, 2. There we go. Yeah. That's a bit longer. I want to compile and see how that feels. It probably doesn't change anything. It adds like a fraction of a second to people running around. So yeah, the idea is to make this way deeper and to move this box to be in the middle of it, so you have this like a little like back hidey hole spot there in the back of the site. I just felt that the bomb site's playability, it's like players are stuck, like there's one loop here, one stack of boxes they can play around, and that's kind of it, you know. And then you have this, but yeah, it has to be a little bit more playable, I feel like. And then of course you have the yellow house, but you know, I think there has to be a little bit more where that came from. I love how open this is, and how oh no, oh no, I thought I fixed this already. Well, the map is now compiling, so I'm probably gonna forget about that. One of the main things that I'm very glad about is that the middle is way more concise now. So like, this fight is actually like, it's a sniper fight, but you can fight it with a rifle. The same thing with this. And any spot that, like, if CTs push closer, it's gonna be a rifle fight. So like this whole area full of rifle fights in here. So it's not just sniper anymore. Sniper, sniper, sniper. I don't like that. I mean, I like sniping in Counter-Strike, but just it cannot be, my preference cannot be the whole map's playability preference, you know. We love this smoke. Okay, the map compiled. Cool. Okay. Let's fix this right now. That's annoying. Annoying. Cool. Okay. You can definitely feel it here. It's a little bit longer, but I think that's nice. That's nice distance away. Yeah, and the dip here is so small that it doesn't matter. Volume. What if I change these to editable meshes, and then like the materials of them will be a little bit different. I think there's gonna be a metal material there. I think that's gonna change. Obviously, I'm not gonna necessarily use this prop. Selected entities, editable mesh. Let's see here. It's probably gonna be just. Actually, let's not do that. Yeah, I don't care. Right. Okay, so the light is probably inside the wall there. Let's fix it. Yeah. I was like, where my light went. Bomb side A. I like this. I very much like this little tight corner. Cool. Yeah. This is gonna be deeper. There could be even a wallbang through here. Don't know about that. Not a clairvoyant. Don't know what future holds. Can only wish. I'm very proud of this. How it came together. Can't see the backside necessarily, but there's a spot there. There's a couple of close spots. Here. And there. This is not a spot necessarily, like you can play here, but it's kind of eh. Although I could make it a little bit wider. Who says that the doorway cannot be that wide, you know? There's no limitation within like angles or whatnot. How wide is the door there now? 120. Okay, and it has to be. That goes a little bit too far, but I guess I'll just, yeah, you know, it's one of those things that doesn't really matter. What's the color on these doors? I don't know. I don't like them. Don't like it that much. A little bit like grayish. I don't know. Has to be. I like the red, but I don't know. It doesn't really fit the. It's not as fresh, I don't think. So maybe how about like a forest green type of thing. Also, this wall is just. Doesn't really work. Nah, just leave it like that. Take it or leave it. Yeah, I think that's nice that this is wider now. So like That's deeper. That's fine. Then there's like this. You can actually kind of like fight over here. Maybe that's not actually that good. What am I thinking? Let's bring them closer. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be... it's gonna be like a one and done spot here, you know, but you're only gonna have this much space. And then if it's gonna be annoying, I can like put some barrels or like some plywood. The volume is probably way too high now. Yeah, I can just put some plywood in the corner so that it'll be in the way. I like this a lot. So you can flank if you want to make some sound. Oh no. Good jump here. Oh, I fixed this. You can now stand on this side. So if you wanna like, oh, they're pushing, and then I wanna hide here. That's kind of funny. Very one and done though. You can be wallbang. Nice. Oh, this is kind of dangerous spot. Like your legs can be seen from there. Maybe I'll put the door down a little bit so you're covered when you're trying to take this. Because there's pretty much like no... Why would the door be open? You can't even... Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that actually right now. Let's do it right now. Because maybe the heaven angles... No, you cannot even see the heaven from there. I mean, only like if you're on this spot, I guess it kind of nerfs that you can be shot in the legs from there. Yeah, but this is nice. Like, if someone climbs on this, so this aids with retakes a lot. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, if there's a position where there's like a player here, you know, they can be shot in the legs, but that's such an off angle type of thing anyway. And it only, well, actually when you're here you can retaliate, I bet. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm thinking of closing this here completely, so that you can only have fights down to main if you're like playing on this side of the site. I think that would be pretty fair. And then this sideline would be completely closed off. I think that would be kind of cool. And then retaking probably would be more fair. Also, it's just like nicer. I'm thinking of cutting this much away. There's a little spot over here, so you can play against that. I think that could be kind of fun. So you don't have to like play from here. You can like play from here. And maybe I can move this fence to be like here, so that the angles are a little bit nicer. And then like just put that either way. Although there's this issue. Kind of like this angle though. How about if I move this a little bit that way? So the door would be like a little bit more in that way. Maybe that will fix it. Let's... 32 units that way. Oh shit. And then this spot. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Kind of a safe spot there. I'm not sure if I like that. That's kind of weird. Could move this a little bit forward again. And then these boxes, I could just like use this same formation here again. Although it's a little bit larger than I thought. I don't think this angle blocks anything. Yeah, no, it's actually totally fine. Let's make this into like a disc underneath. Then switch these. So if you press tab, you get to the like local editing zone, and then you can switch, or you can shift stuff around based on their like local axes. So it's cool. And CS2 doesn't require you to be on grid all the time. So there's that too. So it's a little bit more free when working with different stuff. I think this area is like a little bit too tight now. I don't like that. Don't like it. But like the sightline through from this room to main, I think it's a little bit too powerful. I don't mind there being a spot like here, so when players push closer, they can see through it. So it's not that bad, I don't think. Nice, clean but old dead wood. Nice. Yeah, this is way too tall. I mean, to be fair, I just threw this together in like a couple of minutes. I do want the I mean I do like the idea of there being like a garage underneath, like so that you can go into like a sort of tunnel. That was kind of funny. No, the yellow snow. No. We don't like that. Oh no, what did I do? We don't like the yellow snow. No. These all being yellow as well. let's do a quick compile here. Thinking for the next version, I could convert all these containers that I have around the map for props. I think that would be like, that would add so much to the map. And also I think this could be nicer if it was like, on this side. So they, like, you can lock yourself in here and then throw the smoke to heaven. I'm so glad that I managed to keep this sideline. So in the last video you're gonna see me going through like many of the changes, but like there was a period of me changing the map where like this yellow wall was like pretty much here, and this sideline didn't exist in the middle, and I'm so glad that I like managed to put it back, because it's the main reason why I designed the middle to be this way. Just so like if you get middle as a T, you don't have short yet, this is smoked off or something, but you get here, you can still have a massive effect on anyone playing short. It's like the chair position on Mirage. It's incredibly important for terrorists' involvement in middle at all. It's those like small kinds of things that like really make the maps play the way that they do in like the massive scale, larger scale. These jumps are so nice. You can do that now. It's cool. I'm so glad about these like sideline changes. It was a good idea to take the feedback into consideration that like this sideline would be like kind of brutal, and like to be honest, like, you know, you still have this sideline, but this is more of a like a rifle sideline now, and like all these spots are way more rifle friendly now, which I do want to promote the good old like AK and Deagle gameplay. Let's see if this smoke is possible. Oh yeah. Map compiled. Come on, come on. Let's go. Cool. This looks kind of weird that it's like floating like that. You don't see the snow underneath. But it's whatever. I'm throwing a flashback. Grenade out. I'm throwing a grenade. Okay. My dearest A-bomb site. Oh, right, the changes to B. Yeah, you definitely cannot like hide here anymore. Like you're completely visible. There's a headshot position here. I don't mind it that much. I think it's fair. Like if someone pushes down to CT, like you're already exposed to here. It's like incredibly situational. You can see the legs, but it's just like you can see them just for a second. I think this is pretty nice for retaking. There's a sideline that I didn't expect. But yeah, you can get to here completely covered from heaven. I don't think you can be seen, and then you can like peek this. If anything, like I would want to make this like a little bit deeper. I could make like wait, can I? I think I can. Let's make like a. I could just, I think, indent this a bunch. Yeah. Cool. Did I only select? Okay. Yeah. Now there's a little bit of a nook and a cranny there. Yeah. Now you're completely covered from there. Cool. It doesn't matter. Like I think you find this sort of thing like in warehouses anyway. Like you see these like random cutouts. Then I could put. Let's find a prop. Let's take this. Electric. Oh, we get to use the snowy one. Oh, hell yeah. This is so nice for just theme-wise, I guess. This is super old prop from like Vostok or something. I don't know. Maybe Office. So nice. Okay. Oh, the sizing. It's a little bit off-sized. I want to use the natural scale of it, so it's a little bit shorter. Yeah. Europe. Anyway. I think there's a prop called... Well, it's this one here. It's not necessarily what I was looking for, but... I mean, it is the exact one that I was looking for, but I thought the shape would be a little bit different. Hell yeah. Guess I could put it here. I don't mind it going. I mean, it's kind of poop that it's going like inside the wall. You know, it's whatever. It's cool. It's cool. It gives a little bit detail to this room. Just that teeny tiny bit. Right. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, A-bomb site. Let's get back to it. Also, this being on a slope now makes no sense. I made it on a slope because I wanted there to be like a nice way to get up on the boxes on the side, like here. There's no point anymore. Just gotta figure out another way. Oh yeah, okay. The angles are gonna change a little bit here. But I think that's fine. Let's keep these like that. In the back. I think I want to remove that, yeah. Gonna have a little bit of a tuck away position there and then push this. Whoa. Let's make this a little bit. Let's put it like 400. It's like a real highlighted position back in the corner. Let's make this deeper actually a little bit. Oh fuck, now there's an angle there. Maybe I can block it with this. Yeah, that's blocked. Okay, maybe... Let's see. Yeah, so now you can actually jump on top of this. This might be actually impossible to do the jump. What to do? What to do? People give me feedback that like A side is it like plays well. Like it felt good. So I definitely don't wanna take that away from anyone. You know, wanna make it better. I like this thick wall here. It's cool. What else? Yeah. I want to use this prop a little bit more. I think it could be of use here. Just like line up with some... Line up for grenades. I think it's a good prop. It has so much detail that you can like... You can use it to line up different things. I think these sorts of things like... They go unnoticed. But when they are there, people will use them for like nade lineups. Very often. And at this point, it doesn't hurt the map to have like small little details like that. Easy to add too. Right. For the next playtestable version, I want to yeah, I want to clip the fences. I want to make them not solid, but grenade clip them, so you cannot throw anything through them. Let's compile and see. Should I actually make... I should probably do that. I think the fence is just like a little bit in the way. Yeah, whatever. I bet this time around, like, it just came to me that, like, I'm probably gonna get the feedback that B-side is a little bit too tight now. Which is possible. Not denying that. A little bit, probably a little bit more playable, so... Yeah, this completely changed how mid feels, like making this room a little bit larger. I want to add some nade windows here so that you can support your short player from here. And throw some flashes through that. I don't really know how tall I want this room to be, but like I don't want the windows to be so that you can peer into. Maybe I actually could do that, so that you could then like if there's someone on this roof, you could boost and then you can fight that. I think that would be so fucking cool. Abort. Actually, it's gonna be ready in a few minutes. So. Oh, this is not. Yeah, this is gonna be nicer when the sight line. Actually, it's already fixed. Oh yeah, I just took that away. This is already the newer compile. Well, my only like pinpoint like a weird like flow, sort of like retaking flow thing is like here. What do you do when coming out of here? Maybe I could make a self boost on top of this so that like you could get on top of this, then you could like just go back there. Does this box even need to be that tall? Yeah, these are the questions. These are the questions that we're faced with. It is time now, my brothers. Oh, but this feels nicer now. You can fight the back from there because now the angle is like it's wider. There's this fight, and there's that fight, and there's this fight, that fight. I guess there's like this. You can go back here, and then you can, like, if you clear this, you can go back. You can now fight this again if there's someone there now. You can fight that, and now you're peeking into here. And now you've cleared pretty much everything. This, and this. And there could be someone like holding here again. Jump still possible? Yes, everything is possible. I can do everything. I think B-side is fucking nice now. Goddamn. Electrical box is there. A-side. You can do the jump. Yeah, you can. Okay, that's good. Can you do this? Oh, but you're gonna hit your head. You're gonna hit your head. But how was this possible then? Oh, but you're jumping a different direction. So yeah, you can do that. Okay, you just gotta jump into a different direction there. I don't mind this headshot angle being there. Like maybe with the fence it might be a little bit too powerful, or rather too annoying. Yeah, I like that this is more of a... Gotta extend the bomb sight into the back. Yeah, this feels so nice now. It's kind of a powerful position, so if you get mollied out from there... Yeah, it's gonna engulf the whole area. Yeah, that's fucking nice. Maybe... Maybe I could add, like, put this a little bit lower, so that, like, you can bounce a molly. Let's do that right now. I think that's kind of cool. I was thinking of a way to Molotov the top. But yeah, you can do that from here. You can bounce a molly off of here, and then it'll go in the back. Awesome stuff. Yeah, you could like molly it out and it would bounce from here. Like, I guess there. It's gonna be a little bit of a spot back here, but I don't think that matters. It's just one of those things that players will have to learn, like a proper lineup. Proper lineup. Awesome. This is nice, you can use the curvature here. Throw a smoke. And I want this to be, this has to be like kind of like dust to suicide kind of thing. So it has to be dangerous to push through. Although I think the distance here is a little bit too short. You get into like sort of cover very quickly. This needs to get lit up, or needs to get lit up there. Let's make the windows. I think that's one of the defining features of middle. So you gotta conjure that up into existence here. It's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem too. Let's cut that. Well, that's a little bit wonky now. Whatever. Just want to have like a clean face there to work with. Yep. I'm thinking. Good wide set of windows here. Kind of reminiscent of this one here. How wide is this? 56 units. That's 64. 56. Nice. Why is it not that thick? What the hell? Oh, okay. At some point I made it 16 units thick. Okay. And the window is 40 units. That's 40. Cool. Nice. And then weird window. It's cool, but you know, it's cool and all. Let's see about the boost. Oh, that's not gonna happen. Just gonna be only a head popping out. I think I could make like one spot where it's possible. I think that's kind of a dumb idea, to be honest. To be completely honest with you. Okay, I'm sorry for coming up with such a dumb fucking idea. It's funny. I think these are as wide. Let's see. Let's test this out. 96. No, they aren't. It's a little bit misaligned. Has to be in the middle. Okay. I wonder, like, what could this room be used for in like industrial term? Don't know. So the window being like so close there is weird. I want there to be a wall bang here, but just like encompassing the whole thing. It's kind of weird. I think there's this texture without the window. Or without the glass, rather. Let's see. Window. Rather, is there one with like very transparent glass? Yeah, this is it. Should I just cut out the windows? Just keep the... Let's do that. I think that's going to be fun. Alright. Follow me as I do grueling, pointless work. No, this is all worthwhile, right? What the fuck is it? Okay, I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna take way too long. Is there a way to change materials opacity? Visibility. No. Alpha. There is. There fucking is. Oh, it's so cool. You can see through it, even though it's a solid texture. So you can make like a window or like a ghost out of anything. You can turn this this building into a ghost. Oh, that's so cool! That's so cool. I never knew that. I never knew. I wonder why the maximum alpha of anything is always 255. If you know, let me know in the comments. Enlighten me, please. Please enlighten me. Is it just some like coding variable? It's probably some coding variable. Has to be like that. Actually, wanna I guess that fits. I think that's kind of cool. Where's build? There. I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool. Let's put one Omnilight here with the range of 1000. And then let's put this to 1000. So it's gonna light up the whole area. And then could make this like kind of a colder light so that there's like a nice... Yeah. Let's see. What if you go into this mode? Yeah, that looks happy. That looks like D major. Great stuff. I'm positive that I'm gonna get the version 2 out today. I'm gonna upload this video today. I am uploading another video right now. It's gonna be the last video, or the latest video, and then when that's up, I'm gonna be uploading this one straight after. So you're gonna be getting some content. Yeah, this is nice. Look at this. So you can fight these, and then you can go here, and then you can expose yourself there. You can then like get closer up. You can molly this back spot there. I think ultimately like B site is gonna need some windows. Massive windows there. Maybe I could even like make the whole wall, and then just like block the lower lane, like lower row of the windows with some glass. Maybe the same thing here too. I think that's gonna be cool. Okay. Oh my god. Little thingies. I like the composition here a lot. There could be something here. Ultimately, I want there to be, like massive like transmission towers with their cables going over like this. It's gonna add so much scale to the map. And this sort of thing, like you would think that these containers weigh a fuck ton. They actually don't. Like normal forklifts that have the weight back that weighs like a ton or something. Like these weigh in and of themselves like 500 kilos or something. So with a forklift you can just like pick these up. So when you see spots like when you see these here, you know, the real question here is like how did they get them through the doors? I guess that's a little bit unrealistic, but anyway. I guess if it's backloaded and then you could just like put it deeper there. Yeah, I'm gonna probably cut these up into like smaller like cube containers or whatnot. But the proof of concept is there. The proof is in the pudding, so to speak. Yeah, I'm gonna look at some references. There's one building that I definitely remember from the town where I used to grow up, or where I used to live, where I grew up, where we had this sort of a building, or rather, like I could take some inspiration from that and like add some huge wall, like glass windows. Yes, sir. And then later on, I'm gonna finish up the ceiling. I've been recording for an hour and 15 minutes. I think that's good length for an episode. So, gonna be uploading this. Probably gonna be recording it or something, but I wanna listen to some music and eat while I do it. So I think that's. Oh, I didn't even think of that. You can actually spot. That might be kind of broken. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna be working on this a little bit more. Gonna be recording, maybe not recording. We'll see, but I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, stay safe. Ta-ta.